Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. It's Fabulous Friday. I cannot believe we finally made it. So sorry. I can't believe we finally made it to Friday. So I hope you guys are all well. I hope your families are well and you guys are feeling good. And I hope you got a chance to run around outside yesterday because it was so nice. It's going to be another nice day today. It's going to be bright and sunny. I think it's going to hit the 50s again. So if you can have your mommies and daddies take you out for a walk, that would be great. Get some exercise. So good morning, and I hope you're well, and I miss you. And it is Friday, and we are going to do our calendar. But today we're going to do it a little bit differently because I know that it's really hard to hear me when I get close up to the calendar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up in front of you, and then I'll add it to the calendar later, okay? So say hi to our calendar. You know that's our number corner calendar. It is the month of March. Everyone look here. We are in the month of March. Everyone say that with me, March. And we are on the day Friday. Today is Friday, okay? And we are in the year 2020. Okay, but now, what do we usually do when we do our calendar? We have to figure out the day that we're on. And as you know, Miss Ewan covered it up, so you can't see what it is. But I'm gonna take a guess. Hold on 1 minute. I think today's pattern is going to be 10 frames and fingers. I think so. I'm not sure, but I think. Who agrees with me? You agree with me. Remember, give me the agree sign. Okay. And I also think, hold on 1 minute. I also think that I know the number that comes after 26. Who knows it out there? Who knows the number? You're right, it's 27. All right, so it's 27, and I think that it's gonna be 10 frames and plates. Let's see if I'm right. I'm revealing. Okay, here we go. I am right. Oh my goodness. So we have 2 10 frames on top. So that's 10, 20, and then I have 7 on the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Making the number 27. Yay, we're on the 27th of March. So let's say it all together now, friends. Today is Friday, March 27th, 2020. And it is going to be a great, fabulous Friday because the weather is going to be beautiful and sunny today. So let me go put up my calendar piece, and I'll be right back. So we have the 27th up on our calendar. And today for crew, we are actually going to have a conversation about what makes us happy. We've been talking about feelings all week long. And today I found a really fun read aloud that actually has to do with my friend Curious George. And Curious George, he has such a nice, long, happy dream in this story. And I want you guys to think of what makes you happy, places that you go. And we know we talked about our stuffed animal yesterday. We talked about how we were feeling a couple days ago. But today I want you to think about one thing or one place that makes you happy, because you're going to do something at the end of this lesson to tell me about what makes you feel happy, a place that makes you feel happy. Okay, so here we go. Curious George, and he is having a nice, comfy dream, and he's sleeping. And I wonder what he's going to dream about that makes him happy. A place, I'll give you a hint. It's a place that he goes. Okay, there we go. Curious George's dream. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. After a long day at the amusement park with his friend, the man with the yellow hat, George was so tired and glad to be going home. Soon, dinner was ready, but when George sat down to eat, he was too small to reach his plate. I'm sorry, George, the man said. I forgot to fix your chair. He put a large book on George's chair, and George climbed up. As he sat on the book that was set on his chair, George thought about his all day. All day long, he had been too small. Your hands are too little to hold these baby bunnies, the manager of the petting zoo told him. I'm sorry, said the man operating the carousel. I cannot let you on. You need a grown-up to ride with you. Maybe next year, said the man taking tickets at the roller coaster. Oh no, George is too small. But after a good meal and a good dessert, George began to feel better. When the dishes were finished, the man said, George, I have a surprise for you. And they went into the living room. The surprise was a movie. George was glad to watch a movie. That was something he was not too small to do. George was enjoying the movie, but it had been a full day and now he had a full stomach. Soon he could not keep his eyes open. The next thing George knew, he was back at the petting zoo. But this time, something was different. The petting zoo was very small. In fact, everything was small. George looked around. Then he looked at himself. Maybe everything wasn't so small after all, he thought. Maybe everything wasn't so small after all, he thought. Maybe he was big. Uh-oh, this is not right, thought George. Then he remembered the bunnies. Why, he was not too small to hold a bunny now. He was not too small to do anything. What fun, George thought, and he went to the bunny hutch. Now, George could hold lots of bunnies, and he cuddled them up to his face. The bunnies liked George. But the manager at the petting zoo did not. Put those bunnies down, she said. You'll scare them. You are too big. George didn't want to scare the bunnies. He put them down and he turned away to go. Then George saw the roller coaster. He was curious. Was he big enough to ride on it now? Of course he was big enough. If only he could find a seat big enough for him. But the man taking tickets made George leave. You cannot ride this ride, he said. You are too big. George was sad he could not ride, but he did as he was told. Catch that monkey, someone yelled as George was leaving the roller coaster. He's dangerous. People in the park became frightened. They began to run. They ran in all directions, but mostly they ran away from George. George felt awful. He didn't want to frighten anyone. So first he was too small, he couldn't do anything at the zoo. Now he's too big, he couldn't do anything at the zoo. Oh my goodness. He just wanted to hide. But where could he go? He was too big to fit anywhere. Then George saw the carousel. He wouldn't need a grown-up to get on with him this time. But this time George wished he had a grown-up with him. George sat on the carousel feeling lonely. Suddenly someone called his name. George, George. It sounded like the man with the yellow hat. Could his friend be here to take him home? George heard his name again. It was his friend. The man with the yellow hat was there. George wanted to jump into his friend's arms, but the man with the yellow hat was too small. How could he ever take George home now? The man kept calling his name. George, he said, wake up. It's time for bed. You fell asleep watching the movie. George looked at his friend. Why, he wasn't small after all. George looked at himself. He was not big. Now George could jump into his friend's arms. That is what he did. As the man with the yellow hat tucked him in, George was happy to be in his little bed. It was not very big, and it wasn't too small, he thought. It just fit him perfectly, because George was the right size. Okay, friends, so give me a minute because I'm going to switch into this screen. I want to show you guys something really quick. Okay. So give me a minute. I'm going to actually bring this, not that. Where are you? Sorry, guys. Just trying to find where I put it. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to click over to here, and then I'm going to click onto this over here. Oh, the wonders of the internet. Okay, so here we go. So I made a little slideshow for you. I know you guys are used to slideshows. And I just said, happy Friday. We made it through the first week, okay? So I just read you this story, Curious George's Dream. He was dreaming about going back to the zoo back to the zoo and the carnival, and he dreamed that he was too big. First, he was too small, and then he was too big. So he really liked the carnival. He wanted to go back there, but he wanted to be the right size. So why don't you guys close your eyes for a minute? I want you to think of a place that would make you feel really happy, a place to go that you would feel really happy. And I know a place that would make me feel really happy right now is the beach, because I would love to be laying on the beach, and I would love to get some suntan and let the kids run around and play and hear the ocean crashing. And that would be my place to go right now. That would make me so happy. Okay, so I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to think about how they make you feel. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about feelings, and let's see. So this one, wow. So we have a beach here, and we have the swimming pool. Think about if those make you feel extra happy. Oh, I have a picture of Disney World and the classroom. Not our classroom, but back to school. Like, if you could do anything, if you could dream to be anywhere right now to make you extra, extra happy, if the classroom is it, then you can pick that one. And the last two I have are to stay in your house. That maybe could make you extra happy. Or there's a picture right here. This is a picture of England, and it's like a faraway place, and there's lots of castles and different kinds of food, and it's really, really, really cool to go there. You have to take a plane to get there. So this is what I want you guys to do. Okay, this is your assignment for today. If you could have one dream to make you happy, just like Curious George, what place would you go to and why? Okay, so your mommies and daddies can take video of you saying this, but you have to give me 2 reasons why you would go there. Okay, so my dream to make me happy right now would be the beach, and I would go to the beach because I would like to get a suntan, I would like to be warm, and I would like to hear the ocean crashing against the sand to make me feel happy. Okay, so that's your assignment for today. If you could have one dream to make you happy, just like Curious George, where would you go and why? And mommies and daddies, please record it and send it to me on Dojo. Have a great Friday, guys. Mwah. I will see you on live later. I will be able to talk to you and answer your questions. And please do all your other lessons for today. And yeah, this was the crew lesson. See ya.